Welcome back to the studio, everybody. We're going to be watching the final trailer for Killers of the Flower Moon.
The final? Is
I
it the
think
final
it's-
trailer?
It's labeled trailer 2.
Trailer
is what
2
this
then.
one's called.
I thought it was the final trailer.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and watch it, and then we'll get into it.
Whose land is this? My land. Well, our war hero has arrived.
Oh, nice
You had a good choice
accent,
coming back
Robert.
here. These are the finest, wealthiest, and most beautiful people on God's earth. They outsmarted everybody. They have the say. Who gets the oil? Son, I got a question. You like women?
That's my weakness.
25 or younger.
Well, we mix these families together, and that estate money flows the right direction. It'll come to us.
Shomikasi. That's how you are.
I don't know what you said, but it must have been Indian for handsome devil.
Why did you come here?
Cool.
I work with my uncle.
You scared of him?
Oh, he's the nicest man in the world.
The Osage, their time is over. We got to take back control of our home.
I was sent down from Washington, D.C. to see about these murders.
We have so many deaths, we've lost count.
There's just bad luck.
Seems more like an epidemic than bad luck to me.
Osage is dying by the enemy. Do not let them die alone.
Evil surrounds my heart.
You gotta pick a side.
I don't even know if you love me anymore.
Of course I love you.
And kill these men who killed my family.
Did your wife say who she was most afraid of?
Don't do something you're gonna regret for the rest of your life.
Seems intense.
I ain't got nothing but regret.
What did it say that? Did it say the best performance of Leonardo's entire career?
Yeah, it did.
Is that a quote from some critic?
I hate
That's a bold statement.
That is a
there.
bold statement. I have heard that though. I'm excited for this, and I do want to not to just keep promoting and not talking about, but we did go through on the podcast several weeks ago. We went through the story behind this movie, Flowers of a Killer Moon. We can link it either down below or put a pop up for
Giving
it.
me more work. Are
Well,
you
I
gonna link
just-
it, bro?
Yeah, I'll link it. No, the
right.
clip on the podcast, we talked about the story behind this, the book that this is, and the true events that this is wrote from. So,
Yeah. I think this looks interesting. It's a different vibe. The first trailer had that pretty epic soundtrack or music to it that was, off the beaten path, you might say. As far as trailers go.
I
But
was
this
actually
is-
unsure with the first trailer. I didn't really know what this movie would be, but this one kind of puts it into perspective.
yeah.
Of like who Leonardo's character is, who what's his face?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro, what he wants, what
William Hall.
it's and what kind of movie it is, and it really does seem intriguing and
Yeah.
dramatic and just kind of what you would expect from a movie like this, and hopefully it's really good.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, I did want to ask you guys, it looks like based on, what we discussed on the upcoming podcast coming out tomorrow, that this checks the boxes for, next year's Oscars. Do you think this has chance of winning the Oscars next year?
Yeah,
I
probably.
feel like this is gonna win something. It feels like a movie that's built for that. Yeah.
It does seem built for that, but I know it's going to be telling a super dark story, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
is a pretty dark murder mystery, if you will.
Mhm.
And
I don't know that it's a mystery.
well, it just depends on which angle Scorsese decided to take it,
Mhm.
right? Because you can leave it to be a mystery.
Or
And I don't think on
yeah.
the podcast we gave any super big spoilers, but in research for that podcast Joshua was talking about, I did
Mm.
catch a very large spoiler of the true story.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, not the true story, what the book narrative was based on the true story, okay?
Mm.
So,
Well, it seems like it just, and I know nothing of the book or any of this, but it seems like, they want the oil. Robert De Niro wants the oil. So he's getting a bunch of people out there to like marry into like the native families and to be able to kind of sweep it out from under them. And, the you're creating people, you're these people that are going out there are, falling in love with each other and making families and
Mhm.
becoming a community. And, now what do you do?
Right.
Where does your allegiance lie?
Where does your allegiance lie indeed?
Mhm.
And maybe we're gonna see a struggle or just a really good um, putting on of a face
Hmm.
from Ernest, who's being played by Leonardo DiCaprio. It's interesting to get. It's going to be centered around where does his character move in relation to his wife, and I think that's
Hmm.
probably what everyone's interested in. Is
Mhm.
is he in it for the money? Is he in it for the
Yeah.
love? We don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So, any final thoughts that you guys have for Killers of the Flower Moon?
No, except for it's an Apple TV movie, so you gotta get Apple
It is,
TV to
isn't
watch
it?
it. Yeah,
Is it? It's not coming out in theaters?
I'm not sure if it'll be in theaters or not, but it is an Apple TV movie,
Is it
so
really?
Yeah,
yeah.
it is actually. And Paramount though.
Okay,
Okay. So
it might be in
hopefully
theaters then.
it'll,
It'll probably be in theaters. Let's see. Yeah, it should. I believe it's Paramount and Apple TV. I think Apple TV is getting in the film game where they're putting
okay.
money in,
So it
right?
says it'll hit theaters on October 20th and will be available for streaming later on Apple TV.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that I think Apple TV's in the we're helping fund it for
Hmm.
streaming access,
Yeah.
but that's smart to partner with big studios for the theatrical release, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And say, well, we're getting a piece of the pie, right? For everything.
Well,
So sharing the load, as Sam once said.
Yes.
Right.
Um, well, tell us what you guys think
mhm.
down in the comments. You looking forward to this movie? Looking forward to these performances and cinematography and everything that's going to be in it? Tell us what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.